I'm the pony commissioner.
Yo, what's poppin', everybody? It's your boy. It's Jack Mood, man, and I just got out of the early access fan event for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem, right? Now, if you know anything about Jack Mood, you'll know I'm a really big Ninja Turtles fan. You know, I was born in 88. The cartoon came out in 87, right? So I literally grew up with this franchise, man. I remember being a child watching this any chance I got. It used to come on CBS USA. Grew up with the show, man. Grew up with all the iterations. So when this movie got announced, whenever that was, a few years ago, extremely excited, extremely hyped. I heard Seth Rogen was behind it. I had to see what was going on. You know, concept art dropped. I'm like, okay, I'm fucking with it off rip. I'm loving the way it looked. Big thing about me and the Ninja Turtles, man. I don't know why, but the way they look, it bothers, you know, if I don't like the way the turtles look off rip, it bothers me, right? I don't like Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles simply based off how they look. Like, I can't even hold y'all. The shit bothers me. But anyway, man, Mutant Mayhem. Fresh out of seeing it. I don't know when this video is going to get put up because I am suspended on YouTube right now. I don't know why. You know they had to get your boy. But anyway, I'm recording this July the 31st, right? The movie doesn't officially drop until August the 2nd. But these are my fresh thoughts off the top of my mind. How did I feel about Mutant Mayhem? I thought the movie was fucking great. I thought it was great. Thought it was awesome. I got my few minor gripes and nitpicks, but we're going to get into all that. Okay, so Mutant Mayhem. How I want to start this. I'm not really good at reviewing things. I kind of have a hard time putting my thoughts into words, but I'm going to try. So, TMNT Mutant Mayhem, man. The synopsis of this movie. The Turtles, of course, they 15 years old again, so they've been living their entire life sheltered with Splinter. You know, this movie, it delves heavily on prejudice and acceptance, right? How you treat other people or other living things, and just, you know, wanting to be accepted, wanting to be part of something bigger, man. So the whole theme of this movie, man, is the Turtles. They just want to experience life, man. They've been in the sewers their whole life, man. They want to do simple shit like they want to go to high school. Like, that's their main goal. They would just love to go to high school. They would love to, you know, just do regular shit, go to the prom, stuff like that. But of course, them being fucking, you know, 5 foot tall mutant turtles, that ain't really how it's gonna turn out. You see what I'm saying? So that's the synopsis of the movie. It's another group of mutants, of course, you know, led by Superfly, Ice Cube, and they got similar hopes and aspirations, and of course they link up with the Turtles, and you see how all that play out, right? One group want to accomplish it another way, one group want to accomplish it this way. So naturally, there's gonna be some button of heads with that situation. Thoughts on the movie? The movie, first of all, the movie, absolutely fucking gorgeous, beautiful movie. I know a lot of people are comparing this to another animated movie that may have came out this year. I'm not gonna do that. I think it's a disservice to this movie. Do they have similar art styles? I can see that. Actually, the director of this movie, Jeff Rowe, he actually worked on a Netflix animated film, Mitchell's vs. the Machines. If you ever seen that, got a similar art style as well. He might have even worked on that other movie. I'm not too sure about that. I have to look. But be that as it may, even though this movie might look similar, it still has a very distinct art style. It's like a 2.5D. It's almost animated, but not animated. Then sometimes it look like photorealistic. The movie is fucking gorgeous, okay? Beautiful fucking movie, okay? The animation very fluid. The fight scenes in this movie, fantastic. Not a lot of fight scenes in this movie, I gotta be honest. Well, I guess towards the, you know, third act is gonna have a big battle, but not a lot of fight scenes in the movie. But I think the ones they did do were beautifully edited and shot or whatnot. So no issues with that. The Turtles themselves, let me shout out the cast of this movie, man. Now, for the first time ever, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is voiced by goddamn teenagers, man. Foreign concept, right? Another thing that really attracted me to this movie, because usually, man, they're not like, they're 15 years old, but they're usually brolic as hell. They built better than grown men. They built like fucking wrestlers, and they all voiced by grown-ass men. So the fact that they actually got teens to do the voices, I think that added heavily to the movie. This is a true origin story for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. On top of Yeah, they're teens. It's refreshing, right? Also, the way they record this movie, it's kind of unique the way they record this movie. All the characters recorded together, right? So when Ice Cube was with them, he would record all four of the Turtles, teens, or whatnot, all in the recording booth. So all the scenes are pretty much recorded together, and it shines through in this movie with the dialogue, I would say. But shout out to Micah Abbey as Donatello, Brady Noon as Raphael. Who else we have? Shimon Brown Jr. is Michelangelo, and Nicholas Cantu as Leonardo. Man, these young boys did their thing. I'm rocking with it. And then if you don't know, this movie has already been greenlit for a sequel and a Nickelodeon TV show, man. So they got a 2-season TV show coming out and a sequel to this movie. This is a great starting point in my opinion. Also, shout out to Ayo Edebiri as April O'Neil. Now, it was a lot of points of contention about when April O'Neil first got shown. They said, you know, she's a fat, black, ugly teenager. If you know anything about Ninja Turtles, man, April, I would say April and Splinter probably are the two characters that got the most different origin stories if you look at it. There's been moments where April was a grown white woman news reporter. There's been times when she was a grown white lab assistant. There's been times where she was grown white and her father was a scientist and the turtles were her pets and she the one that gave them I hate that fucking origin story, by the way. Worst one, without a doubt. One where she was a teen and her dad was a scientist. One where she, and the last Rise of TMNT, one of the things I like, they made April a black teen, and they did it again in this movie, and I feel like I like that change, you know what I mean? I feel like it went well with the themes of the movie. I liked her portrayal. Voice acting on point. What else do I want to get into? Alright, cool. Let me just cut off. The best thing about this movie, in my opinion, is gotta be two actors. They killed they fucking roles. Ice Cube as Superfly, first and foremost. This dude was fucking hilarious, bro. Fucking hilarious. Like, one of the things I don't like about this movie is that I feel like some of the dialogue didn't really hit the way it could have. I don't know if it was because of the way it was delivered or just the timing of it. Some of the dialogue did. I'm gonna give you a perfect example, right? So, when they was talking about what they want to do, right? If they was like regular people, what they want to do, and Leonardo was like, he wanted to have a girlfriend or whatnot, and Donnie was like, you know, with Riz like yours, like that's not likely or whatever. And it didn't really, the delivery didn't really hit for me, right? But then they ran it back, and he you know, he was like, now, oh, who don't got Riz now, right? But that part hit. See what I'm saying? So some of the dialogue was hit and miss. Very trendy. You know, Ninja Turtles is always a product of their time. But I feel like some of the references they used, I wouldn't have personally went with those. Like, they talking about Chris Pine and Mark Ruffalo. Like, what the fuck? Who gives a fuck about Chris Pine and Mark Ruffalo? Like, what the hell? But on the other end, they use some other trendier references. You know, Aki Store, Can't Forget the Bev. You know, shit like that. General. So some of the shit did hit. But I'm going to tell you, Jackie Chan as Master Splinter and Ice Cube as Superfly stole the fucking show. Absolutely hilarious, right? Definitely my favorite parts of the movie. The scenes they got with the turtles, best parts of the movie, hands down. The only gripe I got with this movie is that it had a lot of mutants. You know, Paul Rudd was in the movie. John Cena, Seth Rogen, goddamn, Post Malone, Hannibal Buress. You know, great personalities or whatnot. I don't feel like they got a lot of time to shine in this movie. It was a lot of mutants and they really didn't get, you know. This is really a story about the Ninja Turtles and Superfly, like, real deal. Like, that's really the only two gripes I got about this movie is some of the dialogue wasn't really hitting for me, and I don't feel like some of the mutants got the screen time that they needed, man. But other than that, bro, this is easily a top 3 Ninja Turtles movie. I still got the first two original 90s movies. I still got them as my top 2, man. But this is easily a third, right? And if somebody said that this was their favorite movie or their second favorite movie, I really wouldn't argue it. I'm gonna be real. I wouldn't argue it. You know, quick little 90-minute movie. It's never boring. I never got bored watching it. Yeah, man, just a great fucking movie, actually. I cannot wait for the cartoon. This is just refreshing, man. This is just refreshing. Coming off them goddamn them Michael Bay movies, man, I had to force myself to fucking like those movies. Those movies aren't really hitting on too much of nothing. Yeah, man, I'm just happy, bro. As a TMNT fan, man, we eating good, bro. This was a great fucking movie. If you got the cash to go see it, man, go check it out. It's gonna be dropping on Paramount Plus probably in a month or so. But yeah, I think that's it. That's my review of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem, man. Did I say everything I wanted to say about this movie? I think that's it, man. Anyway, man, this was your boy Jack Move. I'm giving this movie a solid 9 out of 10 thumbs up. Great fucking movie. That's all I can say. Great fucking movie. I want to watch it again. I need to watch it again. Matter of fact, I need to go right now. I'm about to get the fuck up out of here. I'ma holla at y'all. Peace. I lied. I ain't getting up out of here. 2 things I want to stress that are also positives for this movie. The relationship between Splinter and the Turtles. Now, Splinter, if you let's juxtaposition, right? If you put this Splinter up against maybe the 2014, 2016 Splinter in the Michael Bay movies, that Splinter was an abusive father. He ruled with an iron fist. He was a piece of shit. Like, he was mean as hell, right? Splinter by Jackie Chan, man, he cared. You could tell he truly cared. He'll sacrifice himself. He like a parent. He'll sacrifice himself for his kids. There's nothing he wouldn't do for him, right? You could really sense the love. Like, he really, you know what I mean? He ain't want him going outside, man. I feel like his portrayal really, really hammered that home, man. So that was a very welcome. Splinter always, I don't really like the stern, but I felt the love, man. Splinter, you usually don't feel the love from Splinter, man. He's a wise guy, right? But you don't feel like he really, you know what I mean? He kind of a dickhead a lot of times. Oh, I know something else I just forgot that I just remembered. So, the thing, I love all the Turtles, man, but Leo kind of pisses me off a little bit. He's always a know-it-all, stuck-up ass leader. And they kind of address that in this movie. Usually it's only him and Raph that go head-to-head about the shit. But it wasn't nothing major, but, the other Turtles let it be known, like, bro, you a fucking ass kisser, bro. Like, pretty much. They ain't say that exactly, but they like, bro, you a goddamn ass kisser, my dude. Like, you bugging. I kind of like how they hit him up with that. That was very dope to see in the movie. Last thing, and this is not a spoiler if you're watching the previews, this movie is not over-reliant on Shredder and the Foot Clan. Most Turtles media is heavily reliant on Shredder and the Foot Clan, and this wasn't, so I can appreciate that. Anyway, it's your boy Jack Move. I'm out for real this time. Alright, peace.